Back over here Saturday morning. Today we're gonna get everything done. I'm gonna get the lights installed. I'm gonna sand down the border, even though I'm getting ready to hit it again anyways, but I'm gonna sand down the border. I'm gonna sand that corner right there. And I am going to use the bag mud and float the walls. This wall here, where I rolled it on, it actually didn't come out half bad. But yeah, it actually didn't come out bad at all. It's just got a slight roll texture to it, nothing major. It's very subtle, like the ceiling, very subtle. So I'm just gonna go ahead, because I do have smooth spots and rough spots. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a real thin coat of mud on there, 90-minute mud. It'll dry in a couple hours. That way I'm done with the walls. This wall's done. And I am going to slightly hit it with the Weber sander on the ceiling on these stalactites. There will always be spots that are not right unless you mud it on real thick. I did not want to mud this on real thick. I wanted a real subtle texture to it. So I think it looks pretty good. Looks really good. I can see the texture of the stomp in this area here. It's just a little wet in those spots. So I'll sand it down with the Weber and it'll look flawless. Cool. Got a couple other spots, nothing major, just stalactiters. Plus that right there is where the light's going. That's where the screw sticking out. So cool. Get to it. I'm not going to video the whole sand down, but we are going to do the lights today. Cool. Let's get this done. I'll probably have to make a run to Home Depot for parts because I'm doing the lighting. So while I'm there, I'm going to get the stucco for the fireplace because it's, I think he didn't show you. Anyways, somebody gouged the crap out of this. I don't know what was going on, but you can see this texture, you know? You see texture? So because this is concrete, I can't go over this with mud because put my hand there, I can feel the coolness from the outside. It is original Fireplace. So if I put drywall mud on that, it'll probably just flake right off. I can put a bonding agent on that, but I think it'll be easier just to put a coating of stucco on that, because that stucco will bond to this block. So that's concrete right there. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do with that. It's not too big of a job. Pretty simple. I just have to do the face of it. The walls are fine. There's the new flooring we're going to be installing. Hopefully, I should be able to install this tomorrow. If I hurry up and get that done, I'll be able to get it done. I'll show you. Overlook the mess. That's another thing I'm going to do today is clean it up. Bathroom's all right. Weird, way up high. Bathroom's cool. I think he might have me redo this, but because it's a rental property, we might just let it go. Just try to speed the process up. You know, just put down some new silicone around there. I think it'll be fine. It's in really good shape, but it's up to the boss man. Turn the light on here. The light switch are weird. One's fan and one's switch for the light. He didn't want to redo this, so we'll just leave it alone. Bedroom's cool. Just put up some new blinds. We'll be good. Ceiling's fine. Well, other bedroom, same way. It's a cool little house. There's my little access. That's only like 16 inches by maybe 20. That's where I'll be up into today. So we're gonna see if I can get you better. Yeah, you really can't see it very well. But it does have the texture on there. It's just the light is not very good. Let me see if I can turn this light off. You can see the texture, just a slight. That's where light goes, right there. So, yeah, we just knocked this stuff off, hit it with the sander, and we'll do pretty good. Sander just knocked those high spots down. That's no big deal. So, I'm gonna get started. I'll go ahead and sand this down real quick. Just get that over and done with. And then we'll do lights. Cool? These are the lights that we're going to be installing. These are pretty simple lights. You basically just cut the hole. Everything just slides up in the hole. That's it. Put a cutout box in there. Opens up. Already got your quick connects. You have placement for 4 wires, which is cool. And you can mount this to, should be, yeah, there's holes in there where you can mount it to the truss or the stud, whatever. So, yep, these are cool little lights. You don't even regularly have to mount them, just lay them up there, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just run the wire, make the connection down here, and then shove them up in the ceiling. You just gotta be really, this is the other reason why I wanted to do that real slight texture, because these lights are surface mount, they're flush mounts. So this right here is what catches the drywall. So if I had a really stiff or a high or thick mud on the ceiling, these wouldn't sit flush because you just got a real tiny old gasket. So I'll show you the whole tool real quick. This is the tool for cutting the holes out with. I think he bought the kit. I already have a hole saw, so, but this is the exact size. You put it together and it's so that you don't get the dust all over your face. So you just put those two together and up in the hoe you go, bro. So we'll use it. I keep saying we like you're doing something today. Anyways, let's get this wrapped up today, man. Get something done. All right, so I got that sanded down, the ceiling sanded down. Looks a lot better. Now I'm going to install lights. So let's do this, man. So the drill, it goes through there into this, and it's got bearings on there, in there, so that this can smooth. And then you just hit the hole and push up, and it sucks it in. Well, it drops down. So let's do it. All right, so holes are done. This set of lights here, I set this, try to be right above where you would be standing if you were standing in front of the sink. So you get overcast lighting over your head. This, I try to get it away from the wall, not real close. So it's kind of like split, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to judge for exactly where to put lights, but yeah, this way it'll disperse the light pretty good. So I'm gonna go up in the attic and run some wire and we'll be good. And then we'll hook all the lights up. Lights are easy peasy, man. There's nothing to it. This style light here has the little pigtails. Let me grab one real quick. This style of light here, you can actually just disconnect this if you want to, if you got to replace it or something. But this here, you just pop the hole out, pop the little metal ring out from right here, put your wire keeper on there, and then it has the little push-in locks. So you just hot wire in, black wire in, white wire in, and ground, and you're good to go. So it'd probably take me about an hour to put these lights in, because I'll have to go up and down, up and down. So anyways. Put down. Cool. Now I got some light in here. Now I can see what I'm doing. Now I can see that this little texture here, spot on. That right there, that roll on, spot on. It's good to go, man. Got a little patch marks over here, nothing major. So my next trick is the Fireplace. Let's go in there and check it out. You gotta do a stucco finish on it. I sanded that spot down, it's fine. This Fireplace here, there's little deep grooves in it. I already shot back this all up. So I'm gonna mix up that stucco and we're gonna spread it on there and see how it comes out. It should come out pretty good. So I'm a little concerned on how dark that is and the fact that that seam there's got a crack in it. It doesn't seem to be wet, but you can see right here, you can see the block. So I'm gonna spread it on there and see what happens. So it's kind of like concrete and drywall mud at the same time. It's real sticky. It's not the proper way to put it on, but the way we're gonna put it on today. I gotta get in these deep grooves. Like I said, it's a lot like drywall mud. Or it's a lot like concrete, but it has a funky texture to it, so you know. And it's really sticky, so well, not really super sticky, but it'll stick. I got it pretty thick. I didn't mix it runny because I didn't want it to be too runny. I didn't want it moving all over the place on me. Sorry about that. Camera decided to take a walk on me. I'm not going to use the metal pan anymore. I'll just use it right out of the bucket. Kind of the reason why you don't want to spread down. Spread up. Just get a little bit on there. That looks really freaking good. Really good. Looks like perfection to me, bro. Looks perfect. Looks good. Clean the edges up and I'm done. We'll go clean the pans up and call this project done. So I am done with what I am scheduled to do. Drywall's finished, ceiling's done, lights are in, fireplace done, cracking the ceiling's done in there. It's all good. So now it's primer out the walls. Primer out the walls, paint the floor, or do the flooring, install the cabinet, all the plumbing. So that's just the next stage. Probably just end up putting some like 1x trim in here. That'd just be done with it because it's so high. So yeah, my next thing would be, let's get a coat of primer on this. But I haven't talked to him about painting. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I haven't talked to him about primer painting. Primer, I have to primer everything in here. So I have to give him a bid on the painting or the primer, just the primer coat in here. And then we can do the flooring and install the cabinet. So that'll be the next phase of this job. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I'm tired. It's 1 o'clock. I've been at this since 7 this morning. So I'm good to go. I'm gonna go home, make a hamburger, chill for the rest of the day. I'm gonna work on the truck. I've got to get the quarter done this weekend because it's coming up on Thanksgiving and we're going to have bad weather after that, and I just need to get it done. So unless he calls and says primer it, if I do, I'll primer it tomorrow. Yeah, primer's nothing. It just mop it on, man. And that's exactly what will take care of the ceiling too. Cool. On to the next thing.
Tell them who you are.